Good morning, YouTube. Today, I want to talk about the latest scammer who tried to scam us, and, well, this one was just, it was lame.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is my garage, and this is my Ford GT40, which I bought just a few weeks ago. And if you didn't know, we own a dealership and a parts store, normalguysupercar.com and ngsupercars.com. So go check those out. We appreciate your guys' support. Well, one of the unfortunate things about having a dealership and having a parts store is we get a lot of scammers trying to get free stuff from us or steal stuff from us. And it's just, well, some of them are really good attempts and some of them are really poor attempts, and this one was really lame. I would be shocked if anyone's falling for this guy's attempts, but anyway, I'm going to walk through it because, well, something like this might happen to you, and same old crappy story. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We do appreciate that, but let's get right into it because, well, people, man, they drive me nuts. If you didn't know, I had a Mustang GT 500 that we've been trying to sell for a little while, and it finally sold. So once it's sold, I took the parts that I didn't use for that car, and I listed them on Facebook trying to get rid of them. Well, one of the things I was trying to sell was some tires. So I have some Forgestar D5 tires that are drag tires, and I thought I'd get rid of them. And so I put them up for sale on Facebook, and within like 30 seconds, I got hit up by this guy, Stefan. And I'm going to put screenshots on the screen so you can see what's going on. But right off the bat, they basically did one of those things where it says like, hey, I'm going to give you an offer. And they offered full price, which I thought was a little bit unusual because almost everyone offers less than what you have it listed for. That just seems to be how it goes. Is it still available after they had made an offer, which was also kind of unusual. And I said, yes, it is. And they asked where I'm located. I said Liberty Hill, downtown. I said, okay, good. I am paying via Zelle or Venmo, but my oldest son will have to pick it up because I won't be available, but I'll be paying for it now, question mark. It's a little bit weird. Like, you just like, oh, I'm going to pay for Zelle or Venmo, which honestly, I don't mind Zelle. Zelle's a kind of irreversible transaction. Venmo, not as big a fan of. I probably would have said no on Venmo for a transaction like this, but the weird part is if they're coming to pick it up, I would prefer cash. I said, you can pick it up now if you want, or you can pay now if you want, and then pick it up later. And I sent my Zelle information, so there it is. And they said, 1 sec. And then a little bit of time goes by, and here it comes. Kindly text me the address attached to Zelle account.
Can you believe it? What are Pakistan doing today in the field?
2 flags there, 2 big red flags there. 1, I just sent you the email address and said, here's my Zelle email address. 2, you use the word kindly. Literally no one in America uses the word kindly, ever. I've literally never heard anyone say kindly do something or please, maybe. Usually it's just like, hey, do this. But kindly, only people that use kindly are scammers and people who didn't learn English in America. Right there, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. It's almost 99% chance it's scam. Actually, 99.9% chance it's scam. And I said, I did already send you that. So he's like, okay, 1 sec. And then a couple minutes go by. Hello, the payment was successfully made, and the email I just received from Zelle now says the confirmation has been successfully sent to you via email. Did you receive it? So I was doing other stuff and ignored him for a little bit, and he came back and like pinged me. So here's where it gets really funny. He sent us an email, and it says, you received $1,200 USD from Stefan. Follow instructions below to get this completed. Number 1, if you Zelle money, there is no instructions to complete it. It just goes through. I mean, it's just there. Second of all, it says from Stefan. It only has his first name, which is kind of weird. So when you click on the details about this, and again, I'm going to screenshot this and send this to you. It says it's from Zelle Pay, but it's zellepayonlinefunds.email@gmail.com. Zelle has their own domain. Anytime like an official thing comes from Gmail or Hotmail or me.com or Outlook.com or any of those is obviously a scam. Anyway, so basically what they did is they just copied and pasted a Zelle email and then altered some stuff. I love this. From Stefan. Just Stefan, yeah. Bank Zelle. So Zelle, Bank Zelle, yeah. Urgent notification, payment from blah, blah, blah. Payment status pending. Again, Zelle just goes through. There's no pending. Payment about $1,200 USD. Issue requires on the payment. That's really not very good English. I would assume banks can hire people who speak English better than that. This, with the capital I, TH, capital IS, payment has been hold, and therefore declared pending, as we notice that your account is not a business user, which makes your account to have limits. Again, great grammar. Hence, we can't initiate this transaction. Initiate. So they're saying it's pending, but they can't initiate it. Kindly, contact Stefan in like totally wrong casing to send you an additional payment of $300 USD to expand your account limit. As soon as this is done, you will be credited the total sum of $1,500 USD effectively. So it's basically saying, hey, pay $300 to be able to get $1,500. I'm going to give you $300 so I can get my $300 back plus the $1,200. It's one of those scams. Please note, sender has also been notified regarding the hold on the transaction. However, this transaction will be monitored by our withholding agents insured with a hardcover insurance policy or from team informing you that the funds has been deposited into your account. Again, it reads like word salad. It just... So obviously, like, totally bullshit. And I'm like, yes, it came through. And he's like, I just got an email from Zelle that your Zelle account needs to be upgraded. So I was told to send an additional of $300 to your account. Did you get the same? At this point, we were debating. Do we sit there and with the guy, or do we just move on with life and ignore him? So I decided just to report him to Facebook as a scammer and block him, because at this point in the day we were busy and I just didn't have the time to mess with him. The thing that I really was hoping for is if they actually had been in the US and actually were going to, like, I thought they were maybe doing one of those scams where they're going to like pay but not pay. Like when I got the email, because, you know, first thing I did, I checked my bank. I didn't even go to the email. I just went to my bank account when he said the payment went through. I checked my bank and I'm like, nope, it's not there. And then I see the email. I'm like, well, it's definitely not there. That it's bullshit. Because, you know, Zelle actually credits you instantly. It shows up in your bank account immediately. And then you get an email from your bank, not from Zelle. So it's never actually from Zelle. It's always from your bank. So, like, if you send me that particular wire, it would be from the bank, not from Zelle. We knew it was bull crap. I was hoping that it was to be one of those where he sent me the email saying he paid, but he didn't actually pay and wanted to come get the product. And I was like, oh, this would be so fun because we live really close, our shop is really close to a police station. I was like, perfect. We'll just go to the police station and meet him there. And I can show them the email right there and be like, hey, arrest this guy. It would be awesome. So awesome. But it was one of those stupid scams of, I overpaid. Send me back my money, which is like, no one on earth ever overpays for anything. So if that ever happens to you, just, you know, block them. It's so dumb. So yeah, we get scams all the time. I was actually just watching another video of a guy who got scammed by people trying to do chargebacks against their credit card. So word of advice, when you're selling stuff, especially cars, never take any form of payment other than a wire or a cashier's check from a well-known bank that you can verify the funds for. So that's our policy too, or cash. I mean, but if you take cash, take it to the bank and do the transaction at the bank so that they can run the money through the bank and actually make sure that they're real dollars and count it and everything. But that's my advice to you. We refuse to take credit card payments for anything related to buying a car. We just don't, because of that exact reason, because of chargebacks. Obviously, if you do buy products from our website, we take credit cards. But again, you're agreeing to our terms of service. Plus, the website does like fraud stuff. So actually, once in a while, we get where the fraud stuff's too strict, and people are like, "Hey, my payment won't go through." It's because like their address doesn't match up, or their phone number doesn't match up against the credit card, or whatever. So it's very strict. And, you know, if it causes us to lose sales, we're fine with that, because I hate to say it, but the alternative is they buy some product, they screw us, and then we're out the product and the money. Don't play those games. Anyway, I thought you guys would be entertained by that. So make sure you're diligent out there. Be careful. Always double check, triple check things. Anytime you're dealing with online transactions, always analyze everything. Another thing that I did was I quickly went into the guy's Facebook profile before we even started doing anything, and his Facebook profile was dead. Hadn't had anything done to it. The only weird thing was it was not a new profile. So usually, if the profile was created like within the last like 2-3 months, high probability it's bullshit. But they were created in 2015, so that account had been around forever. So my assumption is someone's account got hacked and they're using this account to scam people. Also, the picture was very odd, and just all those little things that tingle your gut. Listen to your gut. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and check out normalguysupercar.com for parts and ngsupercars.com for cars. We appreciate your guys' support, but that's it for this video. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.